Hey guys, Marshall here with another episode of Plausibly Anything. Yes, my eyes are closed because this sun is really bright today, but trying to soak in a little vitamin D here. I wanted to continue and talk a little bit about what we've been, last couple of videos we've been on, experiences and how important they are to, bring your beliefs to reality and things like that. And I just wanted to talk about how I've just noticed that I've been more disciplined with how I've structured my days. And whenever you become more disciplined, it leads to more attention to detail, and then you sort of notice things that really strike you. And then whenever you're paying attention to detail, you can create these lessons, these experiences, and then they become real, but they also can create something really, really special. And I think about whenever I was playing soccer at a high ability, it was a progress of 10 plus years or so of doing different things and studying. I studied tape on other players. I studied how whenever people played in the moment, what they were doing. I sort of embodied how they were able to do things, and then I really was an extraordinary soccer player at that time, and I I didn't see the possibility that I could play professionally, so I stopped playing. But the lesson is still there, and there were so many little lessons and attention to detail that I took on to the next level, to the next level, to the next level. And right now I'm a beginner singer, beginner content creator, just over the last year or so, and I've been working at these little lessons. And just last night, I went to one of my singing lessons, and I had been practicing all week long. I sort of had a time block allocated for singing, and I spent like an hour, a little bit over an hour, a couple of days, and even an hour that day before I went to my lesson. And as we were singing in the lesson, I was surprising myself, and uh, you know, hats off to my instructor. I was very skeptical at first, but he found a way to help me like explore my vibrato, my singing into like the roof of my mouth, the support, and all this stuff. And I was able to sound really good. And then I woke up today and I didn't really sound as good whenever I tried to sing the same song I was singing last night. But because I experienced that the night before, I was singing really well. I know that I'm going to do the exact same thing going into next week. I'm going to be structuring my time an hour at least a day, getting ready for that next lesson until this becomes second nature, until this becomes a part of me, and I could achieve the extraordinary. And so the discipline leads to attention to detail. The attention to detail leads to experience and lessons. And the experience and lessons can mold somebody that's extraordinary, somebody that people want to go into a room and see them play. As much as I've said many times that your goal shouldn't be like the feedback of others, exactly, but I remember whenever I scored a goal to win the section my senior year, and I heard that roar in the crowd. I mean, I got goosebumps right now just thinking about it. Um, Showing everybody how extraordinary you are in that moment, just that those 10 seconds, astonishing them. I go back, and there's no other moment in my life that was so rewarding than to get that applause from all the people that appreciated me and believed in me and stuff like that. So So that's something that I'd like to, get to someday. I'd like to be able to get into a room with people and explore that again and show them that I just found a new skill that's extraordinary because I can't even play soccer anymore, and I'm okay with that. I just need to, explore these other abilities, and they're there. You have these skills that you just haven't even uncovered yet. They can they can be uncovered whenever you become disciplined. You look at the details. You see these little examples of how you can hit those notes, and then you finally start believing. Because I've been playing guitar for and experimenting with guitar for a while, like a few months now, but I haven't really been hitting notes like I did last night when I was singing because I've been casually singing my whole life, and so there's already been like lessons that I've explored in singing like other people, but I'm like revisiting that and really uncovering those lessons again to see what I can do. And I do have a strength in my voice already to begin with. So I guess that gives me a little bit of confidence going into these lessons, going into singing. I do have a little bit of strength. I've got I got a low voice. I forget what it's called, a baritone type. Um, and I'm very comfortable singing those low notes, and it's been good for me. But now I'm exploring the high notes and stuff that I struggle with, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I love the challenge. I love adding these time blocks to my daily routine where I'm working on something. I'm also looking to fill more time blocks. Today I felt like I had a time block that I didn't utilize correctly. So I can't stress to you more how important it is to have time blocks so that whenever you pay attention to the details and you're trying to stay disciplined, you can say, well, I didn't accomplish what I wanted in this hour, and the next day I want to accomplish this in this hour. And so I was even considering not even doing a video, but then I was like, well, I didn't even accomplish as much as I wanted to in the past hour, so I'm going to go out and do a video. So I'm reflecting at least, and so it's the time block that I wasn't utilizing. I was able to sort of turn around and utilize a bit. So I even think about how before my lesson yesterday, I was laying in bed. I was feeling weird. Um, Almost like I had like a headache. Um, Fun fact: if you have some Celtic salt without water, when you have a headache, your stomach will absorb a lot of the nutrients of that Celtic sea salt. And so I did that, and my headache kind of went away. I ate dinner, and I told my instructor, I was like, I don't think I can do a whole hour. I think I'm probably only gonna be able to do 30 minutes. And so I went there, and uh, I did the 30 minutes, and I was like, man, I feel amazing right now. It's like, wow, I could go for another hour, but that's not what we talked about. So I only did a half hour, and so I was even surprised at myself there. I didn't feel like I was going to be up for it. So whenever you're not feeling like you're up for like going after that time block, you want to learn some things, you want to self improve. Maybe take a break, refresh, and just go after it. Maybe it might take you 15, 20 minutes, but you can turn it around. You can do whatever. You can do it. You have to stay disciplined to do it. Um, if you have to take a break to help with your discipline, then do it. Whatever you have to do to accomplish that time block and then be able to move on with your day, feel like you're being productive. And I have a friend that he quit his job and he's really busy running his own business now. But there's a lot of days where I don't think he has a lot to do, and he doesn't know what to do with himself because he hasn't thought about structuring his day with time blocks, structuring his day so that it's just not dependent on just working, because he used to have to work an hourly shift, and all of a sudden he's discovering how much free time he has, and he doesn't have any structure to it yet. I'm sure he will. I mean, he has a lot of monetary success, but um, I think that, like myself, um, I'm looking to find. I'm looking for what Tony Robbins calls as a moonshot, which is just aiming big. And I think my friends, I think some of them need to aim a little bigger and go after something really big. And I mean, he's doing great, and he's got his own business, and I think he's doing great there. But I think there's time outside of the business that he can go for like a moonshot in a way, and really try to do something that amazes people. So, um, in time, I think that I can captivate an audience with whether it's singing, or maybe it's stand up comedy, maybe it's just public speaking. I don't know what it's going to be, but I think in time I can grow to be able to do that on the daily. So it'll be more than just videos and randomly on the plausibly anything podcast, or it's not even really a podcast, but the plausibly anything channel. Please like and subscribe, and tune in next time. I'm hopeful to have some good content in the future, some more lessons to be learned. Make sure you keep attention to detail, and keep moving forward. And I love and appreciate you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.